Welcome to the first Sunday of Lent. Welcome to the time of prayer, fasting, and giving alms. Welcome to the time of temptation. I was talking with someone a while ago, but now I don't exactly remember what we were talking about, but it was something about temptation and sin. I think I mentioned that we must look at Jesus and learn from him how not to sin, and that person said, "That's easy to say because Jesus was never tempted." We all know that this is not true. Jesus was tempted. He was tempted many times in many different circumstances. However, Jesus never sinned. Jesus never gave into the temptation. And this is a huge difference, because we cannot expect evil to leave us alone and stop tempting us. That will never happen. But we must learn from Jesus how to fight with the temptation and ask Jesus to be with us during that battle. We read in the Gospel, "Filled with the Holy Spirit, Jesus returned from the Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the desert for 40 days to be tempted by the devil." Jesus was led by the Spirit to be tempted, but also he was filled with the Holy Spirit. Have you ever noticed that when, for example, you promise yourself that you will abstain from sweets during the Lent, then you are even more tempted to have some? Or when you want to pray more and spend more time with God, then evil is trying to distract you even more? You may also notice that most days you are not that hungry, but when Ash Wednesday comes or a Friday during Lent and you are invited to fast, then on those particular days you feel like you are starving. This is how evil works. This is how temptation manipulates you. The better, the holier you want to be, the more Satan will attack. We just entered 40 days of Lent, so be prepared for even stronger, more powerful temptations, because evil knows how good you want to be during this season. But this is good, this is for our own benefit. This battle will make each one of us stronger. We may lose several fights, but let's make sure we don't lose the whole battle. This first Sunday of Lent we are reminded that even Jesus was tempted, but he never lost any battle with Satan. Why? First of all, before he entered the desert, he was filled with the Holy Spirit. Only God and the Holy Spirit can help us to win with evil and its temptations. During this start of our 40 days of temptations, we must make sure to pray and to ask the Holy Spirit to be with us all the time. Only when we fill up our hearts and minds and souls with the Holy Spirit, only then we will be able to win the battle. And then Jesus teaches us not to compromise with Satan, to not let him manipulate us. After each temptation, Jesus' answer was very brief and very specific, even to the point that evil had nothing else to say. The result? Evil left the Lord alone. Who can better teach us and prove to us how to have a blessed Lent than Jesus? Because just like him, the Spirit leads us into the desert. So we should be filled with that same Holy Spirit, and that Spirit will be there with us to fight off any evil that may come our way. So let's go to work, and God bless you.